So we got Xbox Game Pass Core coming this September. It looks like Gold is becoming Game Pass Core starting September 14th with a new selection of games going into Game Pass Core. It's the evolution of Xbox Live Gold. Core will give players access to advanced multiplayer and a collection of over 25 games to play with exclusive member deals, all for $9.99 per month or $60 per year. So they list all the titles and then they go through the plans. And there's obviously the Core plan at $9.99. There's the console plan at $10.99. The PC plan at $9.99 and the Ultimate plan, which is kind of like the all-in-one stop shop. And then last couple of bullet points. September 14th, Xbox Live Gold members will automatically become Game Pass Core members with no change in pricing. All right, then member deals and discounts will also be part of Game Pass Core. Games with Gold will come to an end September 1st. And then, that's pretty much it. So, Attic, I know you had a lot of thoughts about this, a lot of discussion.
I'm going last.
Oh, you're going last? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, King, your thoughts on Game Pass Core?
Okay. From what I hear, it sucks. Because it takes away fundamentally something that's supposed to be there. Whatever. I'm a Game Pass Ultimate dude. Mm-hmm. This really doesn't affect me. But if you're doing tiers, you're not supposed to be taking away something from one tier. That's you have something that's a base, right? And then the next tier that's up should have plus more. And then the tier higher than that should have more. And that's how tiers work. It's not this tier has that and then this tier costs more but has less. That's kind of crazy. This is what I'm hearing from it. I really didn't pay too much mind to this because, again, I'm a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, and I've been doing so for a long period of time. I felt that they should have consolidated Gold a long time ago, and I think they didn't know how to do it to roll it in. And if this is your answer to it, it's too cantankerous. You might have to scale it back to get a better consensus on how to roll it out. We already know that we pay for multiplayer, right? And the PC player doesn't. A lot of the console players are upset that they feel that the PC player is getting a better deal and paying less than what we are, and we're holding the line for those guys for better, for lack of a better term. And I see that to be true. But I also feel that whenever that you're at a deficit inside a market, you must use whatever's necessary to gain market penetration. All right. So if you choose and you see that the PC is the better option for yourself as far as Game Pass goes, then by all means go to PC. Right. There's nothing preventing you from going to get a PC and going to do that. You want equal opportunity on both sides of the board, but you're not willing to go purchase a PC to do so. Right. You can't scream for equality and not willing to make that happen. If you don't like your treatment in one spot, abandon that spot and go to the place where the treatment is better. If you feel that the treatment is better here, abandon here. Show them that this is not working out for me, but I'll be over here. And you're not willing to do that. All you're willing to do is complain. Willing to complain and talk about mistreatment. You can't have it both ways.
So wait, I just want to clarify. You're saying for the Game Pass console guy, because I think a bit of the debate is that the Game Pass console tier doesn't have online multiplayer, right? Whereas the quote unquote lower tier, right, which is Game Pass Core, does have it, but without the full. So you're saying if you're a console guy, you feel disrespected for that, then you vote with your wallet and then go.
Just leave. Just leave. But you won't do it because you're so used to complaining and going through the things normally. And this is the sad part of what we have going on now. You guys are not revolutionary. You're just talking to talk, right? Do it. Get rid of your Xbox and go to your PC. There's nothing stopping you. Go get a ROG, right? Go get Game Pass over there. You're not paying for multiplayer over there. And then you have all those games, right? But you won't do it. You would just talk about it because you want to get into our spaces or you want to get on a Twitter feed and you want to rant and you want to rave and you want somebody else to do it for you. You want somebody else to push the narrative for you. But what you're going to say is, King, we all should be equal. That's not how it happens. Over here is a closed ecosystem, and they can control this. They can't control that over on PC. So what they have to do on PC, if they have to get in where they fit in. So if it's going to be a better deal over there, because people look at Steam and be like, the Steam is cracking. What makes me think I might need your Game Pass Ultimate over? You won't need it. So you have to show that deal. You have to show that diversity over there. So I understand what's going on over there. I don't want a game on my PC. Even though I have Ultimate, I have the option to do so. But now that I have my ROG, the ability to do so makes it more versatile. That's the versatility that I have with Ultimate. So I'm not looking at them bottom tiers. But if you are looking at those bottom tiers and you feel that you're being treated unequally, I will tell you to abandon there and go to where you feel that you're treated best, because this is your dollar, right? So stop getting smacked in the face. Stop it now. Take your Xbox down to GameStop or put it on
trade the whole thing,
right? And sell it or trade it to somebody for a PC and have a wonderful life playing on PC and don't complain. That's it. But I'm not going to listen to you complaining about you being treated wrong, because you're not being treated wrong. You like it, you'll stay there. You don't like it, you'll leave.
All right, I'll jump in because I had to go on last. This one, I'll be honest, I heard about it for a little bit, and I was surprised that it got as much backlash as it did. But my mentality is different. And look, I don't want to be, to King, I don't want to be disrespectful to the console guy, because the console guy is like, hey, this tier is, less featured. Like if you put them all next to each other, it looks like a tier system that's going from lowest to highest. But for me, I don't look at it like that, because to me, Game Pass Gold was always a separate thing. Game Pass Gold, forget about all these tiers, right? It was, hey, you want to play online? You got to get Xbox Live Gold, right? And we'll give you these 2 games per month, for free, just for the right to play, as a bonus for paying for our service, right? Then it was Game Pass came out, right? All these first party games. So to me, the user had to say, hey, I'm on Gold, I play online, right? And I want this Game Pass thing. I'm going to pay for Gold and I'm going to pay for Game Pass. You're paying 2 things for the right to do what you want to do. Now, if you want to get into the philosophical aspect of should people be paying for online, I won't fight you. I won't fight you. That is a completely separate thing. The way I look at it is that Xbox, let's be honest, this is where the hustle, and it's our fault. Because it's our fault because when Xbox Live debuted in 2001 or whatever it debuted, right? We said, oh, wow, that is so cool. We could put a broadband connection in the back and we can talk to our friends. I'm willing to pay for that. I was an Xbox Live alpha tester. I was like, this is great. King is home, Addict is home, Solve is at his house. I pay this.
To get dressed to go.
Yeah, I can stay. Bro, we fell for the banana in the tailpipe early. So they got all this revenue for all these years of dude paying for this, right? So this is how I look at it. This is not a corporate cog. They are not going to be like, out of the kindness of our hearts, we are going to stop letting you pay because, PC is over there. You know what I'm saying? And now we're going to lose all this check that's been coming for input. We're going to say no check for the good of the people. We're going to give you this. It's not how it works. So it's either 2 options here, because I think I know where Addict's going.
Right.
To solve Addict's problem, because I think I know where Addict's going, but he'll explain when it's his turn, is that Addict's like, bro, when you look at this is less value. If I'm a core dude, right, and I try to go up to console, right, I'm getting less features, right? The way they look at it is they want you in Ultimate. Yep. Let's just be real. Let's just call it. Let's just corporations go corporate. They want you. Oh, here's the real deal. Here's the real thing. And I think Addict may agree with me. I don't know. Let's be real. They didn't. When Game Pass started to cook, they ain't like that Xbox Live Gold guy still messing around out here. Yep. Whatever the percentage of the power, let's just say it was 7. I'm making up numbers. Xbox, I don't know. Let's just say it was 70% of these dudes who just on Gold, who pick up Call of Duty and Madden and 2K every year. That's it. They just want to play online with their friend, right? So they like, nah, we got to get him into Game Pass. Remember when they aggressively tried to pull Gold? Everybody's like, oh, hell no, Xbox. This ain't it. Right. So they like, okay, damn, we can't do that. They ain't like that, right? They're going to fight that. So what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, look from if you look at it from the Gold guy's perspective, he is cooking. Nothing has changed. All that's changed is his name. He went from Gold, Xbox Live Gold, to Xbox Live Core, right? To Game Pass Core, right? Now he gets not only ability to play online for the same price, and let's be real, them Xbox Live games with Gold is dog water. Like, we not going. Can we be honest? Like those were not. At one point they were decent. Let's be. He's going to keep.
Point it was lit.
At one point,
PlayStation and Xbox was battling.
They just threw a Game Pass jersey on that dude. You're going to be Game Pass, right? So you gonna count towards these numbers that we need to. Let's be real. This is Game Pass jersey time. You gonna wear. I know you resisted, but you gonna wear this jersey. And guess what? Nothing gonna change. We gonna keep the price the same, and we gonna give you this little buffet. You know what I'm saying? You want Gears
like
5?
Buffet, don't
you want all this? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And look at the titles on this list. It's funny. It's like some of them. All right, Halo Wars 2, no doubt. Fallout, like Hellblade 1. You like Hellblade? Because you know 2 is coming, right? You know what I'm saying? Then we got like a lot of these games with sequels. Forza Horizon 4. Right? You know what I'm saying? Great. And a lot of these games are great value and dope games. Elder Scrolls Online, all stuff that may be on the fence, and you're going to give them a variety of game. But the key is, this is the key. When September come around, and you see, you a core dude, you a Gold dude that got transformed to core. And you like, yeah, I'm not really paying for Game Pass. Like, I'm here for online. But your friendless got that Starfield. Your friendless got that Forza Motorsport. You're friendless. You see all, and they like, yeah, but just for like $1, $2 more, you can just go up to Ultimate, and you got it all, famo. This is the hustle. This is the it's a drug deal. This is a hustle. I'm not even going front. It is. I don't think I know how it's going, but I know what they're doing. They got to transform you into Game Pass and get the numbers up so that they can get more games, attract more publishers to the platform.
That's the part I was about to say.
That's what this is.
That rollout. I mean, when PlayStation did it, nobody cried, right? Because they gave their joint and they rolled the PlayStation Now into PlayStation Plus, and it happened.
I get you, but to Addict's point, PlayStation's.
And I didn't get his point.
I know what you're doing. You strategically went last for this. I'm trying to get all my bars up before you go. I think I know where you gonna go. You gonna scorch earth this. But to Alex's point, PlayStation's tier system is it's really a tier system. Yeah. It's real. With Xbox, let's be real. Xbox has always been, it's Gold and pay for Game Pass, right? Yeah. That's what it's been. And let's be super real. Xbox was charging for the free to play at one point. People had to push back. How come it's free to play, but I still gotta have Gold to do free to play? Right? So
that's what it is.
So then they got rid of that, right? That was too egregious for them. So they got rid of that. So that's what I think it is. I just think that, and the final point, and I'll give it to Addict because I know you're gonna go in, is the argument you can say that is pro Xbox. And maybe Addict doesn't agree with it or not, but at least on Xbox, you could say, hey, I don't care about online multiplayer, right? You get Game Pass console. All I'm here is for the game. I don't care. I don't want to play with others, whatever. And then the second one is for the guy who's the opposite, right? Who's just like, look, I'm just here for online. I don't really care about, I want to buy my games when they come out. I want to pay my $70. I don't want to do your Starfield Netflixy thing or whatever you're doing. I'll be here on the core level. So at least with them, they do have the option to choose which type of guy you on. You could make the argument that you have more choice of what type of gamer you are. But to Addict's point, and I feel him, I know he's going to go, and I think I know he's going to, is that when you put out the chart and you see that in the middle and it looked like you getting a less feature as a Game Pass console, the optics are bad. And that doesn't sit well with people when they look at the list long term. So the question I have at it, and I'm going to give it to them, is if they do what I think you may want, which is like, yo, give the console guy online multiplayer. I guess my question is, would you be willing for the overall prices to go up? Because then, in my opinion, they're not just going to give that away after being able to hustle for so long on console guys playing. So I'm curious. I want to know your answer.
I mean, the prices already went up. Okay, Game Pass already went up $1 or $2.
Yeah.
So it's like you raised it for no value at that point, just because of cost of inflation or anything. And my issue is just the weird way this is structured. First off, it's only $1 between regular Game Pass and Game Pass Core, and it's just like, so it's like I said on Kiss Moves on Planet Xbox, like that animal game, whatever is that right now. I don't know what it's called, Primo or something.
Yeah. Exo
like
Primo.
So. You're a core member and you're just playing this, Call of Duty with your friend, and you're all right. People talking about this. Oh, just upgrade. It's $1 more. You'll be able to play this game. Then they download it. Then they get into it. And it's like, oh, we want $5 extra if you want to play online. They're like, but I was just playing online like 5 minutes ago playing Call of Duty.
They're gonna be like, yo, get that Ultimate Fire for the $5.
And it's just like, regardless if this is a hustle or not, I'm not gonna just bend over and say it's okay. It's just like at the end of the day, like if they're going to structure this, people say, Attic, it's Games with Gold. They just changed the name. Yeah, they changed the name and made it into a structure system. Even the chart is a structure system. You don't have it core. It's like the Elite Controller. I don't have it with me. It's like the Elite Controller. They named the Elite Controller Part 2. They named it Core for a reason, because it's the standard Elite Controller, and you could buy the extra stuff if you want to. So you can go into the core membership and you get online, but you upgrade and lose online feature? Like, and to me, then that means they're putting way more value on Ultimate.
Yes.
Like, shouldn't the fact that you have EA Play on there, you have the cloud computing on there, shouldn't that sell that more? So it's like, are they putting more spotlight on the online than they're actually everything else? Like, shouldn't.
Sorry, I just one question, and I think I can solve your argument. Should online be on all the tiers then?
Yes,
that's what he wants. I know that's what he wants.
The moment you popped in, see, you have the core. The only reason that core has online is because they can't convert people and lose access to stuff. That's the only reason.
Throw that Game Pass jersey of Rocket with.
If they are able to, because it's probably illegal to take stuff away from people and switch you. Because what they're doing is they're doing the switch and roll. They saw PlayStation do it, and they're like, okay, let's do that, because PlayStation artificially bumped up their numbers. It's our turn. We doing it now. And they can't just take away an online infrastructure like that people, because I think legally, because we have it with Patreon. If we switch a Patreon tier and we take stuff away, Patreon makes us get rid of the tier.
Facts.
Yep.
You legally can't take away something. Legally, you can't do it. So you know what they're going to do? We're going to make it a core entry position. You know what we're going to put in there? We're going to change. And I think this is the right direction for switching and getting rid of Games with Gold. I mean, getting rid of Xbox Live Gold in general. Yeah, it's the marketing behind it. It's like I said, like, you're going to be marketing these high infrastructure multiplayer Game Pass games that's not in the core subscription service. And you're going to have these people come in from core to play these games. And then they're going to be like, yo, you don't have access. And let's say that, okay, I don't want to pay $60 for the animal dinosaur game. Right. I'm going to go back and just play Call of Duty. Guess what? They already switched up. So when they go to play Call of Duty with their friends that they just played 30 minutes ago, we want you to backpedal to a one that you just went for and pay us less money. And you want us to either pay us $1 less to go back to online, or we want $5 more for you to continue to play online. Well, it's not the right. It's not the right. It's not the right move.
So
I think it's very predatory. I'm gonna be real with you. They're deliberately making something look like more value, but they're taking away the most biggest thing that's in it.
But wait, hold on. It's not predatory for the Game Pass, the Xbox Gold guy. The gold. If you're just a gold guy,
Xbox Gold
that
is
guy is winning. He's getting it all. I just want to be clear on that part. I know
it's
what
predatory on the gold guy because
How
the
is
gold
it
guy is the
predatory?
one that's going to have to switch up.
No,
The gold guy
but
never
the
had
gold
that
guy was
option to
never
begin
going to
with.
switch up. He never had the option. I
No,
disagree on
I'm
that
saying
part.
they're putting you in a situation where they're thinking you're going to actually captivate. They're going to put something like this Dino game in there, and you feel like, okay, I'm going to upgrade
test
to the
you.
dollar, and I'm going to play this, and then they hit that. Okay, now not only you paying the dollar, you paying the other $5 on top.
Addict,
Of
The
it.
we got
pushback I'm gonna
Or
give you.
you can switch back to what you just had and play Call of Duty. To me, it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna give you the pushback. If I was a games gold dude and I wasn't looking at Game Pass anyway,
it ain't lit.
none of that stuff mattered to me.
Yeah, he
But
was
if-
never
right,
going
nine
on.
times
Doesn't
out of
matter.
10,
I'm
if
not
you're-
gonna upgrade to go play. See, you're giving fake scenarios that
No,
would
but
never
it's not a
happen
fake
to the
scenario.
gold-
The
but it's
majority of
the
the
game
people,
of gold dude.
the majority of the people on games on Xbox Live Gold right now
Mhm.
is a lot of the casual audience. That's why they never switch because they only want to play 2K.
Right,
They
and
only
they don't
want to play
want
Call
that
of Duty.
guy don't want
But
Game
the
Pass.
Game
But the
Pass.
thing is they are setting a piece of cheese in front of them, putting them over.
But
to
that's
this
giving.
entry.
That's not predatory. They're giving more
no,
value.
But the thing
Yeah.
is they're setting this cheese and like, yo, come over here and play these extra games.
But that
So they
don't
go
mean
over
that
there.
they
Can you
gonna
let me
go
finish?
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Yeah,
Let him finish.
go
There we go.
finish.
Yeah.
So they're going over there, and this is not a fake scenario. The majority of these people don't want to play these games. That's why they're putting them in the core.
Mhm.
They've been in the Xbox Live Gold for years.
Right.
So they're like, okay, come and play this dinosaur game or whatever it's called, Exo Prime or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you the extra $1. And then they're like, okay, I'm not paying 60 for that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to go back and play what I was playing. So then they're like, okay, you gave us the extra $1. And now the game that you actually play on our Xbox, we want an extra $5, or you want to have to go back to the previous tier you was in, or you can't even play that.
No, but what previous tier? Go.
You either once you're in Game Pass Gold, Game Pass
Core. Because gold is just core.
So
it's just a name change. It's the same.
Core
thing.
is going up to Game Pass. So if you're a person that plays Call of Duty every year
Mhm.
and your fans jump in the party like, yo, let's play this
You
Exo Prime.
still gonna play Call of Duty. with
So
you
I'm
as
like, okay,
core.
let me jump over that and try it. So you get over there and you play that in the regular Game Pass at this point. And it says, yo, if you want to play online, you got to give us an extra $5 on top of the one that you've already gave us to upgrade from core to regular Game Pass.
I think this is
Who
discrepancy.
is this
Hold on.
guy?
The discrepancy is that guy was buying Call of Duty for $70 regardless. He was
but
going to
my-
play online with gold regardless. He was never.
But
gonna
my point
buy
is
Game
you
Pass.
got that dude to switch because he wasn't
You
switching.
got him to switch.
I'm not going to keep talking. if
I'm
you're gonna keep interrupting
listening
me.
to you, but
I'm
it's
done.
like it's don't be done because it's a conversation that you're having. But you're
I'm
making
trying
up
to
a-
I'm
Let him
trying
finish.
to
Let him finish.
explain
Yeah,
it,
go
but
ahead,
you
go ahead.
guys
No,
keep
go,
interrupting me.
go.
So you give this person this cheat. Say let's play this Exo Primal.
Mhm.
They're in it because they want to play Call of Duty, but they're willing to try another game. Okay, I'll give you this extra $1. So they go over there and they're like, yo, if you want to play online with Primal, you got to pay the extra $5 to go to Ultimate, or you got to go back to the previous tier where you were. So they're like, okay, I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go play Call of Duty because I don't want to pay extra money to do that. But then they boot up Call of Duty and it asks for that again. Because once you go back, because they're going to go back and play the game that they're originally playing, which is COD, Madden, 2K.
Right.
And now that they've got them to upgrade for this game that they can't play because they can't play online in the middle tier, they're either going to have to go up to Ultimate to play Call of Duty again, or they have to go right back down to core to play Call of Duty again.
I'm confused because Game Pass, they won't be able to play Exo Primal or Call of Duty if they were an Xbox Live Gold guy that got converted to core. They can't play that game. So they were going to buy $70, play the game, and have the online version as a core guy. That the only temptation is if they see Exo Primal and they see Call of Duty as part of Game Pass, but their Game Pass core, they have a curated list that is only these games, and that's it. They can't do Starfield. They can't do it. The hope of Xbox is to hope that they upgrade to that. Now, if you're saying they upgrade, will they upgrade to console, Xbox console? That's different, because then if you upgrade to Xbox console, you lose the ability to go online. My assumption, or I'm sure it's an assumption, but what I would think Microsoft would do is say, hey, you're a core guy, go to Ultimate, right? So I know what your argument is. Your argument is the upgrade path, right?
Upgrade path.
Right. I'm sorry.
It isn't right because you give people the
Right.
scenario, because like I
I
said,
get what
there's
your
a
argument is.
reason these people ain't on Game Pass.
Right.
They're mainly playing just the same games.
Right.
Every
Absolutely.
year.
I get your point.
So when you give
I know. I got you now.
people the
I got
option
you.
to go
I
up,
got you now.
and then they get in that tier,
They're gonna
thinking
pay
that they're
more.
about to
Right.
play these games.
I got
They're
you.
about to play these games online,
Mhm.
and then they go to play the first online game in Game Pass.
I get where
Let's
you're
be
going.
real here. When you go up, they're not going to tell you what you lose. I guarantee you, if you switch from core to Game Pass, they're not going to say, "Yeah, you bet to lose online."
The question is core, will Game Pass console even be an option for a core guy, and will it be?
It will.
That's the question, right? But here's the point.
But
that
it's
I think,
on that chart.
I'm gonna give it to you, King.
Very specific.
I'm gonna give it to you, King. I know where you're going. I think. Oh, sorry, I can't finish.
My issue with it is once you're in that middle tier and you're wanting to play something in that Game Pass, you either have to go up. Like there's no getting anything separate. Like when you go from that middle tier to play that first tier to play something in that middle tier, if you want to play online, you have to upgrade again or downgrade back to the original one. So look, sure, people could go back down, but most of the time they're going to get that $1 from whoever wants to upgrade to the Game Pass, and they're going to get that extra $5 if they want to play Call. And most of these people, I did call service for 2 years at Dish Network. Most of these people ain't really educated. None of this matter. They're going to upgrade. They're going to upgrade every time. There're going to be some people that gets upset and go back down. But my point is, you giving people the option to upgrade to play a game that you have promoted as a multiplayer game. You're in that core membership, but once they upgrade, they won't have access to that game online now.
If they upgrade to Game Pass console, yes. Now, King, I'm gonna give it to you. I know the thing is this, and I think this is where our disconnect is that they know from their analytics and their metrics and their telemetry, the Game Pass Gold, the Xbox Live Gold guy was not moving. He was not tempted by Game Pass. He was not moving. So they transformed him into Game Pass Core, and he's got better value. And in their mind, they're like, "Yo, you could stay there. You haven't shown that you're willing to move. Nothing that Game Pass does is enticing you. You're cool with paying for games $70 and playing for online. And we're happy that you're there. We're just changing your name. We're giving you a jersey. Nothing's changing." And I think that's how they're resolving it. They're like, "Look, we're not gonna move that guy off his square. He hasn't moved for all these years, so that's what it is." But that's my thought. King, I'm gonna let you finish, then we can move on. But
all right.
Yeah.
I go to Taco Bell every week. Every week I get 2 cheesy bean burritos. 2 cheesy bean burritos is the cheapest thing on the menu. Doesn't have any meat, just have bean, cheese, and rice.
Okay.
I can work with that. Game Pass. That's the whole menu. That's the smorgasbord. You can get everything. If I wanted to go in there and get a cheesy bean crunch wrap supreme, it'll cost me extra money. I can do that. The game's a gold, dude. It's me. Cheesy bean.
Cheesy bean, dude.
I can see whatever the hell you have up there. I don't care who's in the car getting what, who's upgrading to what. I don't care. I'm getting my cheesy bean, I'm out. And nothing on your menu is going to entice me. Game Pass looked at that, Microsoft looked at that and was like, "Yo, these dudes are never coming over." And the numbers is consistent. This guy goes out, he spends his money for Forza, whatever the hell he spends his money on, he or she, they stay there. And that's it. I don't see, because you made a scenario, an assumption that guy that got converted from gold into core is going to be enticed by anything. He hasn't been enticed by anything ever, so why would he be enticed just because they changed his name, right? And I don't think that's a valid reason to have the argument. But I must say this. Online should be available in all tiers.
Fact. That's the issue here. That's the big issue.
That's
the big issue here. That's what we all agree on.
Right.
It's the online console guy.
That dude that's in core, that dude that was gold, he's always gonna be gold. You just changed his name. He doesn't care if Starfield is coming out because he wasn't playing that anyway. He was gonna go get his
Hold on, I'm
Madden.
gonna call my man. Where Frodo at in the chat? He a gold dude. Put your hand up, Coda. I want to know how this affects you because this really he's a guy that will refuse to buy Game Pass. But continue. I'm sorry, King. I see you.
It's just the fact that I think it's disingenuous to assume that the core, the games of gold, bless you, The Games of Gold dude, who is now a core dude, just because he got his name changed, is now going to have a different appetite for other games. I don't believe that to be true. I believe that person is going to be core and he's going to stay core and probably don't even be enticed by anything that's inside Game Pass core, that will just continue to just do his online stuff, just to play online stuff or whatever, and play those games that he normally plays, he or she, whatever. But I feel that fundamentally, as a business practice, core has online, the middle tier should have online, and ultimate should have online.
I agree. And that's why
that's where the disconnect is at.
I think we're all in agreement there. And I think that's why, to Addict's point, there is a slight problem with the messaging and confusion with that middle tier when you look at it across the board. Yes.
My whole point is just to justify that middle tier should be online, regardless.
Right.
How
Absolutely. I know where you're going, brother.
The point is if you offer a tier system, the people in the chat saying this isn't a tier system, yes, it is. They want you to go from the core system to either to the middle or get Game Pass Ultimate. They're not going to offer you the PC thing. That's just saying that that's existing. This is definitely a tier system. There's no way around that.
I don't think it's a tier system, but I do understand the point of being a Xbox console guy. Not having online seems weird. That's just the bottom line. It's just weird, and it's something that we as console gamers should have never signed the blood money contract. But listen, it was at its time, it was revolutionary. Nobody was doing it. You know, we thought how great they put. I always give Xbox credit for pioneering the broadband era into the space, the Ethernet in the back of the OG Xbox. I was an Xbox Live alpha tester. I thought that was the greatest thing, to be able to talk to someone in Australia who never met me before, and we were playing Ghost Recon, and I'm like, yo, this is amazing. From that point on, everybody adopted it. PlayStation started charging. Nintendo now does the same. So again, not saying it's right. And to King's point, though, King, I think, had one of the strongest points out of all of us. The problem is console dudes just talk. and King is right. If you truly put your foot down, because according to Xbox, they want you over. That's the most growth is PC. So dudes be talking.
That's a completely different argument in itself.
True.
Like the fact that that line between a PC Xbox ecosystem and an Xbox, like the console Xbox system, keeps getting bigger and bigger. First, it was a little bit of timed exclusives. Now you don't have to play online, and then it's EA Play is in Game Pass for PC, but not Game Pass for console. And then on top of that, you pay $5 less to be in PC Game Pass than you do console Game Pass.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I think they know the the console guy doesn't want to buy a PC, and the PC guy is content where he over there, and that's why we're in the situation.
That whole PC thing, Microsoft should be ashamed of themselves for doing.
No, they don't. They should do exactly what they're doing. Console dudes don't
cool.
like
I'm a consumer first. So.
Me too. And
apparently not. Like you don't care about the console.
I don't care.
You say bend the knee and go over. That's all you say.
You my PC. My PC is right there. If I want to get busy with my PC, I will get busy with my PC. I don't like my PC that.
So what? In your personal opinion, what is more of value, PC Game Pass or console Game Pass?
It depends on the individual.
It's not depending. You fight $5 less.
Okay, time out. You're gonna ask me? I play on my console. The PC can burn to the ground for all I care. I don't care about PC Game Pass. And I don't care what exclusive games they got popping off over there. I don't care to look inside there to figure it out. What I do care about is when I go turn on my Xbox Series X that I paid that $500 for, that the games in there is on there. That's it. And don't tell me about, PC they got something, Skylanders 2. I don't care. Like, it's just me. But it's an option, right?
Just to clarify,
I can come over here and do it.
You don't feel a way that PC Game Pass pays less for what you pay for Ultimate and gets about the same.
You know what it is? I don't care about what somebody else doing. My mentality is not about what somebody else.
But you're paying the same company, but they're offering different consumers the same product as you at a cheaper price.
I have Ultimate. If I choose to partake, I can do so. That gives me versatility. Now, what you're trying to tell me is, the PC guy, I have a PC guy, shout out to Big Fat Eli. He plays on his PC inside his country because financially it just works that way for him, right? and he's able to be a little bit more versatile in doing so, and it works for him. I can't begrudge him for the fact that he doesn't pay for online. I don't even know what his infrastructure is over there. But my thought is, if I did have a problem with it, my Series X, my Series S's that's all over the place, they'll be gone, and I just game on this bad boy right here. I don't care to do so. I don't envy what the PC people are saving in their $5, because what also goes along with that is I gotta update these drivers on my PC. I gotta go on my PC and do all this other stuff that I don't care to do. I like to turn on my Xbox and it works. So if that $5 is a convenience to me, that I feel that $5 is well spent in that convenience, in that ecosystem, then I'm going to game there. That's why you don't hear me screaming about this, but you do hear me screaming that middle tier should have online. And I think fundamentally we all can agree the problem is that they don't offer online in that middle tier. To hell with what the PC dude is doing, because trust me, I'm telling you, I get disgusted when I'm playing Fortnite and I see a little PC pop up in the corner, guys playing on it, because I know it's going to be a problem with that dude.
Problem? You implying that they cheated?
Regardless,
I'm sorry.
You can feel that way. That's fine. That's just something we're gonna have to agree to disagree, because I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they try to sell us the same product essentially for
boycott
more.
it.
Right. I mean,
but I don't have to boycott something not to like it. I can do both.
Oh,
no, that's fair. Look, that's fair. I think that Addict's making a good point as far as the online thing. I think that's the fundamental issue. I think King's making a good point about the convenience of console versus the PC guy, why people still stay in the console ecosystem versus the PC guy. Then there's the entry points, the cost we could go on and on for that. But I do agree that for us to have this discussion about a chart means that there is somewhat of a messaging thing that could be addressed as far as
I think that's the biggest
online
issue
part.
is the messaging on this particular
But
product.
for me, I do want to defend on one last point before we go. I do feel that it is not, I want to just make clear on my part with this. I don't feel it's predatory for the Xbox Live Gold guy. That guy is getting a way better deal than he ever had before. I just wanted to stress that guy, because if whatever the metrics are, I don't know what the splits are, 70%, 30%, but they want to convert that guy, and this was the way to get him in. And then ultimately, this is the way long term to say, hey, third party company, we have 100, instead of 30 million Game Pass subscribers, we have with this 70%, 100 million now. That goes to the business model, right? That's ultimately what they're trying to do, and thus I think that's where we're at. But it behooves Microsoft at some point maybe to look at what I said, which is the Game Pass console guy and why he has it, and then have those important conversations that if they do include online multiplayer, what the price is going to be. Because in my opinion, they're not giving that a free. They're going to.
I don't think they're doing anything, to be honest with
you.
They
may not.
If they were wanting to do anything, they would have did it when they did the structured tier system.
Right.
They didn't, so I have no intentions that they'll ever fix this.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it made a point. And to your point, that's a good point there. And to King's point, it puts the pressure on the onus on the consumer to say, you know what, I don't like that, right? I don't like that. This is predatory. I feel this other tier is not giving me good value. I'm out. It puts the onus on that person to do that. So it's a good discussion, though. I do like this. Let us get the super chats. And